Hey everyone, welcome back to Whiskey Quest. I'm Antonio Perez, and tonight we are drinking something a little different other than bourbon. Monkey Shoulder, some Scotch whiskey. Um, this is my first Scotch ever, and I chose this because um, it was highly recommended for first-time Scotch drinkers, and um, it it really is. It's pretty sweet and friendly. 86 proof, so 43% alcohol, and this is very nice stuff. Made by the William Grant and Sons. Uh, Something interesting I wanted to point out. The Scotch like to spell their whiskey with without the E, so Whisky. Um, Nothing really significant, just something different that they do. But again, this is very friendly. It's sweet and highly. I think yeah, go for it. If it's your first Scotch, you can't go wrong with it. Um, it's not gonna be really harsh, so um, it could even be a beginner entry whiskey to any kind of whiskey. Um, if you want to go that route, it's like I said, it's pretty friendly. On the nose, you get this delicate green grape, like a white wine kind of note, and something different in here. There's dark chocolate. I get a lot of dark chocolate mixed in there with the grapes. My wife said she smelled raisins. It's grapes, but very nice, wonderful smell there. On the pellet, it's very creamy. You get a little bit of a spice note there, maybe like a cinnamon. Um, but to me, that's pretty light. I get more dark chocolate as I did on the nose. There's some coffee in there, and yeah, I mean that dark chocolate really takes over all the other taste. You really gotta look for all the other ones that I talked about. It's a very short finish with the dark chocolate in the back. Um, but I mean, it's short, but while it's there, it's pretty nice. And again, like I've said, uh, since it doesn't linger too much, it won't overwhelm a first time drinker. And from what I've heard, Scotch can get pretty aggressive. So um, I'm glad I chose this as my first because I didn't want to get turned off right away. Um, since I've been mostly drinking bourbon, let me add a little bit of water while I talk about this right here. Um, I got this bottle here in Illinois. It goes for about $30. Um, that's about a little bit above, what the bourbons have been costing me. Um, but it's $30 for scotch. Scotches can get pretty expensive, so um, I think you go on their website. It tells you that they specifically made this for mixing. I haven't mixed it yet, but I've just been drinking it neat because it's just so good. And but I do want to try it with one of the recipes that they have on their website. So if you go to their Monkey Shoulder website and they get like a few, like maybe 6 or 7 different recipes for mixing this with, and on there you find other information like it's a blend of 3 different single malts from Glenfiddich, Belvini, and I might butcher this name, Kenenvi. I don't know. It's pretty weird names for me, but I think Kenenvi would be pretty close. Um, they're all from the Speyside region of Scotland, which from what I know is one of their friendlier kind of flavors up there. Because other places use peat for to add some smoke to their stuff, and that's where I've heard that it can get pretty aggressive. So this one, I don't smell any like smoky stuff. A little bit of the barrel, but it's I can't remember if they say on the website, but a lot of them like to use ex bourbon barrels, so they'll get a little bit of the char there. Um, but yeah, it's a mix from those three distilleries, and they put them in a barrel from like 3 to 6 months. They call it marrying, so they all the flavors and all the different things can get acquainted, and once it's ready, they bottle it and ship it off. Uh, Another cool thing, I don't know if you guys saw it when I pointed the bottle, but it's three little monkeys there. Got some monkeys on top, or it should be upside down. Sorry. So they I like the bottle. It's a basic label, but man, they really decorate. I like it. Kind of like jumping in a Jeep and seeing little Jeep symbols everywhere. Um, Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Well, now that I added some water, let's see if anything changes. I still get the white wine green grape there with the chocolate. A little bit more of the wood, the barrel came out. The spicy note came out a little bit more. Not too much. Like I said, it just comes and goes, wham. But I like it, and only because I've had to review this. Otherwise, this bottle would have been long gone a long time ago. I've been really watching it because I didn't want to finish it because it's one of those things that if you don't watch out, it'll creep up on you because I mean it's so smooth and sweet, and I mean I just took a sip and I want to take another one. Next thing you know, you're done with the bottle, and yeah, I don't think you want to do that. Kind of pace yourself when you taste something sweet like this. It'll creep up on you. That's for sure. Yeah. So for $30, um, this being my first Scotch, um, I give this a thumbs up, and highly recommend this if you haven't tried any Scotches, or if you've tried Scotches and you like Speyside Scotches and you've never tried Monkey Shoulder, which I doubt you haven't, but um, go ahead and get yourself a bottle of this stuff. This is really awesome, um, high quality Scotch. But before I end this video, I want to really get into the Monkey Shoulder name really quick, because it's pretty interesting. They came up with the Monkey Shoulder because back in the old days, the people that used to turn the barley while it was malting, um, they would pull like long hours, shoveling that thing, turning it like the whole day, to the point where they would get like a strain injury on their shoulder and it would just like hang, kind of like a monkey. And that's why they wanted to go and like kind of, I guess, honor those people that uh, put all that hard work into making whiskey back in the day. And having said that, here's to all the whiskey makers. Here's to you guys. Cheers. See you in the next video. Bye. Chocolate notes. Awesome.